So, Jaguar Wright, some people know who she is. I guess she was given the Defender of Freedom yesterday at Mar-a-Lago. So, look, this makes people then think that Trump had something to do with it. Because what General Mike Flynn, who was in Trump's administration 5 minutes, the first term, I mean. But, so what these people do, a lot of this alternative media, this kind of media, they're way the alternative though. What they do is they rent, because Mar-a-Lago is a public place. You can rent their banquet rooms. So Mike Flynn, General Flynn's organization, rented a room and then gave Jaguar Wright, this Defender of Freedom that has nothing to do, it's not a federal award, it's just from his American First Freedom, some crap like that, organization. But it's meant to make you think, because it's at Mar-a-Lago, and oftentimes Donald Trump will step in on those events to, say hi to people. Then it's meant to make you think he's part of it. But when you look into it, they just held it there. That's how deceptive they do things. It is. They've been doing that forever though. They literally, move down by Trump, by Mar-a-Lago, and then they make sure that when he's there at Mar-a-Lago, they have these certain events. There's been other ones in the Flynn network that do it too. They hold their events there, and then, so then it's supposed to make you think, oh, Trump's there too. Yeah, no. I mean, Trump was at Mar-a-Lago, but this had nothing to do with him. But I'm seeing people who, have questioned Jaguar Wright, and I don't know. All I know is that these people that get these millions of followers, they only get them for a reason, because that's who they want you to listen to. That's who they want you to follow. They don't want you to listen to people that are actually telling you the truth. They don't want you to actually listen to everyday people. And I'm not trying to say Jaguar Wright is lying or any of that. What I'm trying to say though is that, yeah, it's suspect now to people, because Mike Flynn, who people, I don't trust him either. So it just tells you that a lot of these people, as I said, they get to they get all of these views, no matter what platform, because it's AI that's controlling it. It's Silicon Valley. It's your tech. Literally. This is the reason. Like, everything is to drive. It's almost like everything's to drive you away from what the real problem is, and the real problem is the tech stuff. It really is. That's the biggest dangers going on. The stuff they tell you can't be stopped. And I say that because it seems like that, and I'm not trying to say the Epstein stuff isn't true. Clearly, that's true. And there's a lot, and Diddy, he was arrested, all of that. So that's all true. But even everything has also been very much used, like they're willing to they're willing to let some things go, like be exposed, while they're covering up what's really most important, that they don't want you to focus on. And I would say that what they really don't want you to focus on is AI. I think that they did it with COVID. COVID was a gain of function created AI. It was a weapons used against the world people for sure. But our government and science and technology have been doing that forever. Literally, that's where they believe Lyme disease came from. Yeah, believe it or not, it was generated because back in the day at Plum Island, which was a research facility, they were literally making like ticks or putting in ticks. They were doing gain of function research and then putting all these biologicals in ticks, and then had a whole barrel, huge cylinder, I should say, not barrel, cylinder of them. And the sick idea behind this is that then if they're in war, then they can release this on the townspeople, like that they're trying to overtake, and that it'll weaken everybody, weaken the healthcare, all of that, and thereby they can then conquer it. Yeah, crazy, right? It's crazy because that's what the military-industrial complex is. Crazy. They're crazy, but that's been going on a long time. So I think that they literally want to get you focused away from everything that is what is the most concern, which is AI. So they're okay with we'll focus in on Epstein, and yeah, we need the list, but you can see they're stalling in releasing JFK, MLK, all these things. Now they want to do some damn new investigation. It's like, oh, stop it. Just release the information, okay? You know, they're finding all these, and really, I think the only reason that I can figure out why they won't release the JFK stuff is because you'll find out that, yeah, it was something really, like, wicked behind it. And then the whole jig is up. So whatever reason, that stuff is what they don't want to release. They don't want you to know about AI, but they'll expose the Epstein stuff, you know. They allowed that eventually to come to the surface, right? They couldn't really avoid that, but they want to, I think sometimes they want to keep you on those things too. Because what really has been, I think, often overlooked is what's going on with AI, which is why all these people capitulated. So why isn't any of your right-wing media telling you how they capitulated in 2020? Because this is why everybody that's saying, you know, like that Trump isn't allowed to do this. No, he's allowed to do it, and they're not going to stop him. And he's not doing anything wrong. He's trying to restore law and order. All of these people were complicit. They all settled in that case in 2020. They all settled. They all settled. And this AI stuff is the amount that has been stripped away from you already, and using, well, I'll go into a different video on that because I was reading more of this about the AI stuff. It's like wanting to redesign you little by little. It's sick. So that it seems like there's those things that, okay, well, let's get the people focused on the Epstein. Let's get the people focused on, you know, whatever it is, you know. In 2020, summer of 2020, they wanted everybody focused on BLM. COVID was a big one for them. That's why when I had printed this 87-page, you know, lawsuit back in 2020, nobody was interested in it, and everybody that I talked to that had channels were like directing me back to COVID. And so it seems like it's that stuff they don't want you to talk about. And again, none of your podcasters are disclosing how all of these people settled. So that's why that's why Elon Musk is doing this for free. But what these, you know, CPAC is doing, and I don't have anything against CPAC, the people that go to CPAC, the organization, it's just another damn organization that's there to raise Elon Musk. Like they keep raising all these people. Like he's literally has to do this because all of these people settled, and part of the agreement with settling was that they had to serve like 30 years serving humanity. Because there's too many people to put in jail. What are you going to do? I mean, I think but these were the people that they made settlements because they would have faced a public tribunal. And that's the stuff I don't think they want you to know. They're doing everything to avoid that. So all of these people have an obligation to spend the rest of their life serving humanity and not getting paid for it. But what our media does is turn Elon into this big hero, and he's doing all of this for free. No, he's doing it because he made a settlement in 2020, because he was complicit with the rest of big tech in doing things they shouldn't have been doing.